Welcome to Amateur Redneck Workshop. I'm Harold, and off and on you come up with a news article where it says some guy had an arsenal and thousands of rounds of ammunition. And so that brings up the question, how many weapons does it take to have an arsenal? If you look it up in the dictionary, there's no particular number. It says a collection of weapons. So I guess if you have more than one, you've got an arsenal. That's certainly the way the press plays it up. If you got more than one, you got an arsenal. So I got 322 pistols, so I must have an arsenal. And I like to keep enough ammunition to practice with, so undoubtedly I have thousands of rounds of ammunition. Here this week, I found these on sale, and I bought 31 boxes. Okay, this little guy holds 325 rounds. So 325 times 31 is 10,075 rounds. Now you say, "Whoa! What kind of a gun nut are you? How could you possibly need so much ammunition?" Well, when I was getting started, and if I was really going to be good, I'd practice every day like I did before the stuff got hard to find. But when I started doing this, I would shoot 110 rounds a day. 110 rounds. That's these 5 magazines filled up twice, plus one extra one. Okay, that's how much of a day's practice. I did that 5 days a week. That took 550 rounds. This box wouldn't make the week. If I practiced 4 weeks in a month, 550 rounds, that's 2,200 rounds in a month. If I practiced for 4 months, that's 8,800. So I guess out of this 10,000 rounds, I might have a 6-month supply of ammunition if I want to just maintain a reasonable skill level and get a little bit better. That's what it's going to take. But if the press was to have some reason to notice me there, I would have an arsenal, because I got more than one gun. You know, I got three 22 caliber pistols, and I got 3 or 4 22 caliber rifles. So undoubtedly I have an arsenal, you know, and I just, it's all in how you say things, and you know good and well that that's hardly an arsenal. A 22 pistol, a little plinker, is hardly what you would call an arsenal. I don't, at least to me. Nevertheless, that's the way it was. But I'm back to the cleanup business, because I went to the Steel Challenge this Sunday, where I was reasonably sorry. I was slower this month than I was last month. Got a worse score. And then I went yesterday with a guy from the range to try out his new pistol, and I took this and we shot it a while. And I don't know, I probably went through easily 5 magazines, just, playing around out there in an hour or so at the range. So that means that this 31 of these really isn't that significant. It's that'll get me through. I'm hoping, as lazy as I am and as little as I practice, that'll get me through the year, all the way through the year, and maybe part of next year. If I was to practice like I really ought to, it'd last me about 6 months or less. The good thing, though, is I went to the range, and the guy I was shooting with, our main reason for meeting up was to trade brass. He gave me 2 bags of this 45 caliber brass for 2 bags of 9mm brass. I hardly ever shoot the 9mm, but I like to shoot the 45, and he does it the other way around. In fact, his son's a competitor in statewide shooting competitions, and I think he's gone to the nationals and done well. So they use a lot of 9mm, believe me, a lot. And I guess I'm glad of it because that made it possible for me to get a couple of bags of 45 brass that I needed. But anyway, that's pretty much all my video. It's short and sweet. I just wanted to bring up the question of what is an arsenal, and it's more than one gun. So there you go. You want your average gun owner or fancier participant in competition or whatever has got usually about 10. And there'll be shotguns and rifles and so on, but I don't have a shotgun. I don't have a centerfire rifle. Most of what I got is .22 caliber. Most of it's pistols. And you know, I don't think that's an unreasonable thing. Every pistol's different. They're just like guys that collect bows or guys that collect fishing reels. You go in there, you got a real fisherman's house. He's probably got 20 or 30 reels. He's got a whole arsenal of reels. And they cost a lot of money too. They're not just your, you know, common ordinary junk. Oh well, I've spouted off long enough. Y'all keep your guns clean. Go to the next steel challenge and have some fun. And keep on keeping on.